Hey,
That's good.
yeah, going pretty good.
That's good. Did we have like a game in mind, or are we gonna look at did you ones we could play?
Yeah, any game works for me. I guess a backup could be Stardew Valley, but we could try to find something.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were playing starting.
Yeah, I started
I
building
do
a
have
bunch
like
of beehives again in Stardew.
yeah. Oh, are you like you're playing through it stuff? Um, I'm just taking a look at a list of games right now.
Yeah, I always feel like there's some game that is just like some perfect game that's just like simple, lightweight, interesting, not too like involved, but like rewarding where you make decisions. I just feel like some kind of I feel like someone needs to make kind of like the multiplayer version of Balatro, where like it's like the feelings of Balatro, but two people,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what games. Well, I guess that would just be like poker.
or
I've never
just like the
really had.
vibe though, like not the exact mechanics, but just like two people sort of creating hands somehow, or
Yeah,
some
it's
kind of
kind of
like yeah,
fun
like
game. I
matching
guess
game,
Magic.
matching
Yeah.
building or something. Yeah, but also like cooperative.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like co-op. That would be interesting. I guess there's kind of like board games like that, but I don't know any video
Maybe
games actually.
like web fishing. If web fishing had some kind of like a little bit of like dungeon crawling or building or something, where once you catch like a bunch of fish, you could have something to like, it would be more like Animal Crossing, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've had a lot of success with Balatro recently. I think that as you play more, you actually unlock more jokers that show up and they're like more powerful. So that helped a bit. But then I also refined like my strategy, and I beat like all the different stake levels with this one deck. This one deck that has, it gives you a double tag every time you beat a boss. And
Hmm.
yeah, once you have like a couple of double tags, if you see like sometimes there's those chips, like if you skip a blind, you can get like a free negative joker. But if you have like five double tags, you get like five negative jokers, and so that's super powerful. Or if you see the one where it's like get $25 if you beat a boss, but you get like five times $25 because you have like all these double tags. So
Mhm.
that can be like pretty powerful. But then I started seeing this strategy. Like I've been doing like a pair or high cards based strategies, but I see these other people that off the start they develop like they pick mechanics that let them like duplicate cards, and so then they duplicate like queens or kings, and then their whole deck is like queens or kings, and they can play like five of a kind, same suit every time, and they all have like these red chips on them, so that the cards like activate twice, and sometimes they're glass, and so then they get like these crazy scores. So I'll
Hmm.
probably try that strategy at some point.
Yeah, I put a game in the chat that is. It says it's multiplayer
Hmm.
co-op, where I guess you have like little creatures that like follow you or something. We could try playing that one if you want.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Should we go ahead and try it?
Yeah, I'll buy it if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I guess if we play like a brand new game, this podcast style thing almost becomes like a let's play because it's like our first. It's just like us playing a game for the first time.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's what I kind of like, I guess, about long format content is that like you can like re-edit it, I guess, into like different segments
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that. Like a lot of streamers that I watch do that. They'll like just film like, well, they'll just like stream for like 6 to 8 hours, and then like recut their content into like 10, like 12 different videos of them like doing different things or like watching different videos and like doing commentary and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I guess like
most
they basically
yeah.
just like instead of turning the camera off and on, like they just keep the camera on and then also realize that they can gain money from like an audience that wants to watch them do all that too.
Yeah, almost all the clips I see of streamers are like on YouTube. I'll see clips of streamers and I watch those. I never watch like a full stream. Because usually if a video is like more than 30 minutes or an hour, I do like ×2. So then you can't do that with a live stream. And I find like the slow talking, the pausing is kind of distracting. And I like when people edit videos to be like make the timing really funny.
It says it's like a controller-based game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I find like some people are pretty good at doing like the internet personality thing, where like they'll just like they have a way of talking, I guess, like when they're in character or like filming or doing content that's like constantly engaging. But I wonder, like, it must lead to burnout, like some sort of social burnout or something too, I would think.
Yeah, it seems, or like even if people enjoyed it, it would like change how they are socially. So I've heard of streamers, they don't find playing video games fun anymore unless they're playing them on stream. Because they don't get like enough, they don't get like the same, they're used to like a bunch of feedback and people watching, and if it's just them, they're like, what am I doing this for?
Huh.
Yeah, it did say controller, but then my keyboard is working. But my controller's not.
My controller is working, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll try restarting.
Did you want to host or should I host?
You could try hosting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the room code for.
Yeah, so then I join.
I'm still doing like a little bit of a tutorial thing, I think, like.
Yeah, maybe I can't join until you're done the tutorial or something. Or if you have a...
Yeah, it's worth just going maybe into a game unless it starts like what it did was I created my character and then I flew across the desert to a village and now I'm like talking to some people. So if it doesn't do that for you, then I would maybe, I don't know, start a solo game because maybe the first time you launch it does a tutorial.
Yeah, I'll do solo until you get into like the main game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting flying in over the clouds. It's like very cinematic. One thing I find is when games are too like artsy and cinematic, it makes it feel like it's on rails a little bit somehow. Like if it's not like clearly a region that I have control of, it's sort of like it makes it feel like as long as I fly where it wants me to go, everything will go smoothly, and it sort of wants me to have the illusion that I'm like choosing where I go, but then it is sort of like there's nothing except for where it wants me to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like kind of I guess, an open world that's like visually interesting enough that they can like remove a certain amount of like control or something from a character because it is kind of like a path follower, but it feels like it's open world, like, and then it feels a little bit rewarding for like exploring, even though it's like a limited.
Yeah, because it's sort of like it's a game in that it's fun to have a little bit like always have control and interaction, but if it's kind of on rails, then it's like it could just be like there's no reason it couldn't be a cutscene because it's not like it matters the choices that you're making about where you go or something. But it is fun. It's kind of like a take on a movie. Like it's sort of like a more fun version of a movie with like a lot of interaction, and you do feel more of a relationship like with the character. But then I find it's like whatever story it's trying to tell me, like maybe it should just tell me the story instead of me like messing around and getting distracted and wasting time until I like find out who it wants me to talk to. And when you talk to them, it's sort of like, well, I'm not going to read the dialogue or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, just make it an entertaining animated movie and then let me fight some characters sometimes. I don't know. Or like, just show me, I want like the movie, like the story playing out on one monitor and then me just playing like an interactive game on the other at the same time, rather than like sort of like force me to like walk around until I talk to the right person and then try to like pay attention to what they're saying while I'm just like distracted because I can't move or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to that little island, I guess. There's a couple of people to talk to.
Yeah, I talked to the Jane person, and then it's like Professor Jane, and then I'm trying to like collect the first 3 animals, I guess, that are supposed to be around.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is like a part of the game that you can be into, or if this is a part of a tutorial.
I made it further that time. I said join game. Oh yeah, but I guess nothing's available yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing about games, like, because games that are supposed to be multiplayer these days, people just want to boot them up and start playing them like multiplayer, but when they have like a segment before the multiplayer like silently unlocks, it's a weird way to start it. It's too bad they couldn't find a way to just make it like multiplayer off the start.
Mm-hmm.
There's neat like pathfinding though. There's like all these like metal or whatever pipes and stuff like that, and you can like fly and you don't like collide with anything in like a nice way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice actually that the height of the bird and stuff is controlled on its own. Like, it feels like sometimes I think like games that have flight controls like that, like it starts to get automatic to the point that you just wish it was like on its own. There's that game like I think I was recommending it another time. It's like it's like Mascot Project or Project Mascot or something.
I got that game as a code after like a charity stream for MinMax, the Mascot Agency or whatever.
Yeah, Promise Mascot Agency. Yeah, that one's really good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, at some point I'll play it. games like that, I'm just not. I sort of know that. Like, I don't know what to think of it actually. Like, I'll just have to boot it up and see. But it's jarring when I don't know. I don't know what to expect in terms of how it's going to deliver me like the entertainment. So then I find it like jarring to be like, oh, it wants me to like read a bunch of stuff, or like, oh, am I supposed to pay attention for this like story? And then it'll give me like a quest, and it's like, oh, this quest is kind of fun. But then I know sort of like once I complete the quest, it's like, oh, the story's going to advance, and I don't know what's going to happen next. And so then I don't really, as I'm playing, I'm sort of thinking like, I guess I'll just do whatever the game throws at me next. I can't really anticipate like what's going to be fun. So I find it, I kind of wish, like, I guess what I need to do is like just watch a bunch of videos about a game and then like come to appreciate like what the game does. And then when I play it, it's sort of like playing it to reinforce the good game design like aspects and sort of appreciate how it's taking me through the story. But I find, I get like very distracted trying to follow a story, and that means I can't like really receive the entertainment or the relaxation or the fun, because I'm like trying to make sure I don't miss anything, or like trying to keep up with, like, if it's telling me a joke or something like that, I miss the joke because I'm sort of like distracted by just the new information that it's giving me. Yeah, I find that games, like especially like indie games that are telling stories, they're made by people that have played a lot of games and like games. And so they like the control scheme, the story, the way it like paces itself is designed for like people that are very comfortable with like the medium of games. And so then if you're not able to like immediately grasp and sort of ignore all the commonalities that the game is introduced, then I feel like it's too much information, like when like if everything is sort of new, it's like the control scheme and the where and how to tell where to go and stuff, then it's overwhelming. You need to sort of like build up like the skills of playing a game.
Yeah. You might be able to join my game now.
Yeah, I'll
if you
try.
haven't already.
Oh, is it a public game or a private?
Private. I put the code in our chat.
Yeah, I was choosing public before, so possibly I could have joined sooner, I don't know. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, probably now I could join. But that's weird. When I choose like join a public game, it says it's almost like there's no games available. So maybe like not many people are hosting public games or something. But anyways, I'm in the game now.
Okay.
Yeah, I like our little tails that we have.
Yeah, I like it has like, it doesn't have like too many different clothing options, but the amount of or I guess like too many clothing items, but it has a lot of different like clothing options, which is nice. Like, yeah, like there's only like 3 hats, but there's like 5 or 6 different things. Like there's like hats, jackets, scarves, like shoes. Actually, I don't know if shoes was one of them. I forget now. Yeah, actually, I think there's only one option. There must be like unlockables, because I don't know how it would give you, or give us the option to like even select the shoes if it was only give us one possible option.
Yeah, at this point, I'm basically completely lost. I don't like.
Yeah, if we talk to these people, I think they might give us like quests or something.
It's kind of the point though, like.
We just need to find more wild creatures, it says.
Yeah, I guess it wants us to like be fully immersed, and like they'll tell us sort of what to do in like a coded way, sort of like by making it part of the story. But I always just feel like it's like, yeah, I know, but I don't want to learn everyone's name and like have them tell a joke and then tell me what to do silently. Like I just want like a pop-up that says like, find 5 sheep, and then have like a tutorial that shows me what a sheep is and how to find it. And then it's like, okay, now I'm ready to go. Like now I'm gonna comb this land and find like more sheep, and then each sheep is like, I just want it to be like, and then what's the point of having sheep, because each sheep is worth like $1 and they give wool, and then you use the money to buy this other thing, and this thing is cool because it unlocks like a new land. And then for me, I'd be like bought in. But at the current moment, it's like, but why? Like, is it just, it's sort of like, what's the promise here? Like, why do I care about these characters or this character or, but I'm not, it's sort of puzzling to me. It's sort of like, what is there to go off? It's sort of like, I really have to just trust, like this game has a positive review, so I trust that it is like a good story, like if I got into it. But I have trouble doing that. It's sort of just like, it's like, yeah, I could just believe that the game is going to be good for some number of hours, but also why isn't it just like a movie? Like have the movie start, show me something good, pull me in, give me something like a reward early on so that I know like, oh, that's what it's going to do. It's going to reward me. It proves it can. And then,
yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out what to do. What might be cool thing to
I have such a hard time like trying to figure, because it's like I can probably figure out what to do, but why? Like it needs to like prove to me
it's
that
like, but I need like a whistle though, but I don't know how to do the whistles. Like every time I go up to a creature, it's like you need the right whistle.
I identified a sheep.
Okay. Is it like called a sheep?
Yeah, well, I went up and I pressed like A or something on a sheep that was on a hedge, and it brought up like the creature guide, and now it told me like it's a sheep, and then the characters are like talking to me.
Okay, yeah, I think I already did that cutscene.
Oh, and then it showed me like a box of whistles.
Yeah, like I'm not sure where the whistles are though, because I don't seem to really have access to use any of them, and like none of the characters are having to say about it. I think I might just be like missing where the whistle box is.
The whistle box.
Yeah, it's definitely Jane that has the box of whistles, but the whistles are all gone. I guess like there's like story that I saw to why the whistles are gone, but I guess maybe the whistles are hidden around. I don't know. Or maybe I just need to discover all of them first, but I haven't seen any new ones.
New creatures?
Yeah. Yeah, like I've gotten like 5, I think, now.
Yeah, if you press that, like the left button, I guess it still says find a wild creature to identify. I guess that's still the mission. But yeah, didn't it say like 3, so that's interesting that...
Oh. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just supposed to be looking for like a camouflaged one right now or something, and it's actually just pretty difficult.
It gives us that... Oh. Yeah, it's... So far when it tells you like pick from the 5 options, like what kind of creature is this, I always just like tap through, and I was always right by picking the first option. But now I see that it makes you actually pick the right one.
Yeah.
I have some cutscene where these bee things are arriving and they're eating. They're like swarming and stealing stuff. Oh, they stole the whistles. Oh, they stole them all, yeah.
Yeah, then I think the next quest is to find one of them in an empty meadow, it says, but like I can't
One of them went into the bush that the sheep is in.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's where it is.
Yeah, like it showed specifically that one of them went in there, and that was like
Okay.
the one that it showed.
But that's not an empty meadow.
He says he's gonna put Bessie on the meadow, and she'll eat the grass, and then I'll be able to find the burglar.
Okay.
Oh, maybe you
Yeah, I
couldn't
think-
advance. It didn't advance for you until I caught up or something. Yeah, I wonder how the multiplayer is working. Like, are you seeing the cutscene now too?
Like I just pulled a piece of grass out of the thing, so I might be ahead of you by a little bit.
Yeah, maybe that grass like didn't show up until I just triggered the cutscene. Also.
Yeah, I just got a whistle.
Yeah, I could see there.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, what's
I think I'm
view?
supposed to like do the purple ones.
Oh, you got one. or something?
It's like the still ones. I don't understand the bracket system. It's like the moving brackets are yours. Oh, I see. Okay. So like the brackets will like touch and become one
Oh.
based on how far away you are from it. It's pretty close that you have to be to it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good mechanic. Like, this is the first good... It should have kind of started us with, like, one... Like this, because this is the first moment where it's like, okay, I see there's, like, some skill here. I'm collecting, like, animals. This is now, like, interesting to me. But prior to this, I would have, like, fallen off if I wasn't, like, giving it, like, extra chance or something.
Yeah.
But I still don't really know, like, why, essentially, like, what's the point of collecting these guys? Like, it's not, it's just sort of having me do stuff, and I don't really know why I would bother or something. I'm hearing, like, Stardew Valley music. Yeah, once you get like 3 of them and it tells you to go bring them to her, it plays like Stardew Valley music.
Like it is by Annapurna Interactive, so I guess they own that music.
Oh.
But I didn't know they owned Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I think they do.
Oh.
They
think
like
they're
bought
the-
it, or they were the developer.
I think so.
Yeah, there's an interesting way that the multiplayer is. Like, I feel like sometimes you're doing something that I need to also do, but it's weird to try to tell, like, what are we in sync or like are we independent?
Yeah, it explains it actually like right after you do whatever you're doing now. It'll explain how the multiplayer works.
Ooh.
I wish there's a way to zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna try. Yeah, mouse wheel doesn't zoom out. I wonder if like field of vision can be increased. Oh yeah, view distance can be increased. I guess that's like viewed. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is interesting that it's not like we're not seeing exactly the same world, but still it's multiplayer. That's kind of an interesting decision. It's like they were building a single player game, then realized like multiplayer is really popular, so they like added it, but they're like, but it can't be fully synced or something, and so then they're just like, okay, we'll just like let players see each other essentially, but play a solo game.
Yeah.
It keeps though, like I just fly around until it tells me to like do a QuickTime event, and then but it doesn't even tell me like what I'm gonna benefit from by doing that, and then it's like, okay, clearly it won't let me do anything else until I like do what it suddenly commanded me to do, even though it's in a fully open world.
Yeah.
And it's like if I don't do it right now, I'm gonna leave the area and forget, and then I'll be stuck.
Ooh. Huh. Ooh.
Yeah, this game's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty relaxing.
Yeah, I just like to feel that I'm making progress towards some kind of quantifiable thing. Like it's kind of like they keep popping up the characters and they tell me stuff, but I don't want to read it because it just adds like more stuff I gotta like think about or something. But then if I don't read it, I kind of get lost. Like now I'm over at the Verdant Bridge. I charmed some more creatures, but I'm not. There's no like meter for me to fill up or like anything. So uh, I'm like pretty lost in terms of like what.
Yeah, I think it's just discovering the new animals and stuff like that. Like, I found a sheep, and now it can graze. So I can like leave it at meadows, and it can like graze or something.
It's interesting because I don't even know why like it's like grazing to get wool, to get shops, to make clothes. Like none of that has been shown. So it's sort of like I still don't know what the mystery is or the point is or what the ultimate goal. Like my guy is not threatened. There's no survival thing. It's unclear. Like, why would I be doing it? Like, other than it telling me to do stuff, or else I can't advance. I'm just not sure what I'm trying to work towards.
I think it's just collecting everything in the creature guide.
But there's got to be some purpose. I guess like maybe to unlock more areas. But they never told me like, and then there's one like final area or something that can only be accessed when all the animals like energy comes together or something like that. Yeah, it's puzzling because this is kind of what I think a game should be, like very chill and fascinating and like different interesting systems and stuff. But and I feel like their games shouldn't have to have like overall objectives or points or something. But then whenever I do play a game where that's the case, I get very like I find I have trouble sticking with the game because I'm just not sure like what's the idea.
Yeah. I like discovered a whistle for something that I don't even know of. It was like you discovered the whistle for blank. Now you just need to find out what they are.
And did it say that actually? Like you just need to find out?
Mhm.
Oh, and it was like a blank spot or something?
Yeah. I just like found an item that will let my flock hold more creatures.
I wonder what our flock does.
There's like I found a sheep and like I can get wool from it, and then the clothing person is saying that she can like make clothing for me from the wool.
Yeah, it'd be cool if there was like clearly like a mountain in the distance that was cold that we could already go to, but our guy would be like too cold to stay there. And then it's like if you have this much wool, they can make clothing for you, and then it would be fun to just go find like more sheep. Oh yeah, I guess when the sheep eats all the grass, you can then find another whistle. I guess that's what's happening.
Yeah, so I found a whistle for one of those, and then I also found an item that lets me hold more things in my flock. So I think it's like there's also like random items as well that you can get from those.
Yeah, now I just don't know why I want to have like a flock.
It's kind of the like objective of the game.
But the flocks, like why do I want like there's a limit right now to my flock? I guess it can get larger.
Yeah, I think they eventually do cooler stuff than the purple things. Because the purple ones just bask in the sun. That's all they do.
Sometimes like when I see a new creature, like it's very important for me to identify new creatures, but whenever I see a new creature, I know that it's gonna pop up the menu and be all slow and ask me a question. So it's like whenever I see a new creature, it's like, oh no, here we go. Like I gotta wait like for all these like talking and menus and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it should be like a fun, rewarding thing to find a new creature, but instead it's like, well, there goes the next 15 seconds of my gameplay.
Ha!
Actually, maybe I just have Stardew Valley. I didn't realize I could run like 2 Steam games at the same time. But Stardew
You
Valley
just
is
have
running.
Stardew
Yeah.
Valley on the back.
Yeah, I thought at first that was the case. I was like, oh, if I'm hearing Stardew Valley music, then Stardew Valley's running. But I was like, but this game is also on Steam, and I never, because when you hit a game on Steam, it like opens it. I always thought you could only run one Steam game at a time.
Hi.
Yeah, I think I've run multiple before.
Because it'd be cool if you could run 2 of the same Steam game for some games, if you had 2 running at the same time.
Yeah, I haven't seen that with Steam, I guess. I haven't seen like running multiple instances.
Hey.
I'm sure you could do it though. Yeah, these types of games, like, they always get so annoying once there's, like, only one creature left, like, they haven't discovered.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got new clothes.
There's one like meadow that I can't find. If I look at the map, it's in the forest. It's like the bottom left one on the map. Somewhere in the forest. But even when I'm near it, I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've tried going there or not yet.
Yeah, my goal right now is to eat all the grass in the meadows.
Yeah, I just got like a cosmet whistle, so I'm trying to train those.
So what's the process? Like I caught 3 of those guys, the cosmets.
Yeah.
And then do you like bring them somewhere?
No. Well, I don't know. I guess like Jane, you can probably bring them to Jane. I don't know if she wants us to bring them to her or not. It could just be that they're like aesthetic as well, that they just fly around with it.
Yeah, that would be weird if they were just like aesthetic, like whatever you're.
Yeah. I mean, like, it feels like most of the game might be like supposed to be aesthetically rewarding.
sheep seem very rare. To find like a second sheep.
Yeah, I only have one. Do you have more than one?
No.
We're gonna see what new clothing I unlocked.
It is cool like flying through the forest and hearing the other birds and sounds and stuff, and knowing that like you could go to the sound and catch them.
Mm.
Hmm. Hey.
Oh, did you discover like a new unmarked thing of grass?
Yeah, I need to go to the professor person.
Oh, you
I
found
got
that?
more.
Yeah, the mustard magazine to get new clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a few. I guess like I just got 2 magazines, so there's like multiple different clothing sets to unlock, I think.
now I'm like kind of lost again. I went to all the meadows, and my flock can hold 10 now. Maybe I gotta go near
Yeah.
the verdant. I guess I gotta go meet a guy.
I like the way the sky looks in this one with like the moon, the clouds and stuff.
Yeah. The moon really moves pretty fast.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet a guy near the bridge?
Yeah.
trying to find-
Bernard.
I don't see
Is it
where he
Bernard?
is yet.
He's not very close to the bridge. Like he's still in that same area, but he's standing on top of a white tree that you can perch on, and that tree has like a very colorful fish flag.
Oh, I see him.
that
Yeah.
looks-
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
I do like the music in this game too. It's pretty nice. Like I'm in the forest, like the nighttime forest music. I think is like pretty nice.
Yeah, it's very like fading. It's like a lot of different music's going on, fading in, fading out.
Yeah, every different.
It's hard to like remember. There's like it's like there's not really like a common tune or something. It's almost just like the richness of the world or something.
Mhm. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm.
One of the objectives right now is like find the Emperor Cosmet, but that seems like that person was just like in the clouds.
Sorry.
there's like not much direction in terms of finding that guy.
Yeah, I guess they didn't really say. I think they said he was like what meadow he was in, but that was pretty much it.
But that's like my only next objective. So I just fly around like in the clouds basically.
Is to what? To find that guy.
Yeah, it just says like if I press not the L button, but like the L1 or something,
Yeah.
it pops up. It just says find Emperor Cosmet.
Oh yeah, the Emperor Cosmet is like in the same area that Bernard is in.
Oh.
It's just like a really fancy looking.
This would probably be where, like, if you didn't tell me that, I would basically just like drop the game, because how could I? It's like I would never find. I would have to like look up where it is, because it doesn't prompt me or like in any other way. I'd have to search like the entire world for this one thing.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be like most of the gameplay.
Yeah, there's like no way I would survive through a game like this, because I would just end up like, like I still don't know what I'm doing it for. So it's like a giant like fetch quest with like beauty. Like the only thing is it's like a nice looking fetch quest. So then
Yeah.
I would be like, do I want to go on the wiki and just like grind through this in like 6 hours for why? Like I've seen some nice visuals already. They're not gonna get like way nicer, So yeah, it's hard to figure out. I need someone to like talk me through like what should I feel, or what should my motivations be in a game like this.
Yeah, I guess just discovery maybe.
Discovery seems kind of like a base, like everything is discovery. Like it's sort of like, if it's discovery, then this game would have to promise me like better discovery or something than anything else in the world or something. But it's hard because it's sort of, it's sort of like it's like discovering the art. Like I guess they would have to say that the art in this game was made by like an important artist that does art that many people like respect or something, and then I would be like, oh, so the game is about like appreciating the art that this artist or this game designer like created, this world, and then it should sort of feel like I'm learning more about this particular person's like style or taste. But since I don't
guess
really
it is
know
like
who it is,
it is kind of like a ode to the art style, I guess. I would say the whole game.
except for like I don't know anything about the artist or who made this game, so then that's like the missing connection, is like I want to feel like I'm better understanding like another human who I respect as like a good world designer or something, or but instead it's sort of like this game feels like it came from nowhere, like there's no personality like attached. Maybe there is, but I'd have to like search for it.
Yeah, I'm having fun like discovering mechanics and clothing and stuff so far. But yeah, it is like a less involved game.
Yeah, in order to like walk away with a sense of accomplishment, I feel like I need to be able to like put into words what I've accomplished so that I can like explain it to someone else. And if someone asked me after I was playing, they'd be like, like, what did you do? I guess I can say like I played this game, but then they'd be like, what did you do in the game? And it's like, oh, you just kind of like see stuff and follow instructions, and they'd be like it's sort of hard to like interrogate. It's like, oh, like what was the big, sort of like you could sort of say, well, you make a flock, but then it's like, well, what does a flock do? And it's all like leads to like, well, it's not really clear what it does or why it doesn't tell you. It always, like
I
that's
guess
what
the
it doesn't.
animals following me have not done anything so far, except for this. The only things.
Yeah, except be like limited for some reason that I don't understand. Limited in quantity and swappable for some reason. And the one animal that I want is sheep, and the only other sheep I found is Bezzy, which I can't steal Bessie.
Yeah, I have 2 sheep now.
Oh yeah, you
So-
just found one.
Yeah, I did just find them.
Basically now I think forever I'll just be flying around Bernard looking for a slightly more colorful Cosmit.
Yeah, I kind of found it in the upper west. It's like hiding among like uh like colorful stuff that looks pretty similar to its color as well, so it's a little bit hard to find.
That's weird because I don't even know who's giving me, like, it's just like an instruction from nowhere. Like, it's not a character that's like, oh, you know, we suspect the Cosmit's in this field. It's just like,
Yeah, I'll send you
this-
a picture in the chat of what it looks like on my end.
Oh yeah, well, does it change color, I guess?
Yeah, it does. As you're like chasing, it'll change colors, and there's like I think it starts out gold or yellow or something when you first see it.
I feel like I should be able to see it from like the perch, because that's what it kept telling me is like make a big deal of these perches.
I just found another wild one in like a new area that I'm in, but I'll send you what it looks like in the wild. Like,
I think I basically can. I think I can see it from the perch.
Okay.
Oh, there's more than one of them?
Oh, this might actually be the one that you're supposed to get, maybe.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
I just came from.
Okay. I found him. Oh, now I have to catch him.
Yeah, so he'll go and stop every once in a while. And you just have to keep saying like chase again for like 4 or 5 times.
Why can't I keep flying over the tunnels?
Yeah, I've only gotten like lucky like 2 or 3 times, and my person's like flown through them.
Yeah, I got to them. Because that's the one thing we can't control is height. And it's like the way to get through the tunnel is to have a different height.
Yeah.
I wonder if like the maximum number of whistles are the whistles in the box.
I think so.
And so then like before we know it, we'll have collected all the whistles and have like a flock of size 30, 40. And then that they'll sort of be like a conclusion to the game. And overall, I feel like there's not like a whole lot of like climactic moment in the game. It just feels like so far it's just sort of like get this, get this whistle, find this new animal, like collect these, and then it's like, okay, you've found them all, like all the animals are found and all the areas are unlocked. Congratulations, it's sort of
Yeah,
like,
I guess it's like a game that's focused on like 100%ing it, but like, yeah, it's like what are you 100%ing? Yeah. I would say that like this is pretty similar gameplay to like Promise Mascot Agency as well. You just kind of like, well, like you don't really fly around, but like until like, yeah, I would say it's like pretty similar to Promise Mascot. Like after a certain stage in Promise Mascot.
yeah, I wonder. There's certainly like a genre of game that are like odd adventure, kind of like just particular art style, story snippets, unexpected twists, and just sort of like it's like watching a slice of life movie or something where it's just like about like experiencing the vibe or something.
Yeah.
But I sort of need to be like taught that's what the game, like taught to understand what's in it for me, like with that genre.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to find like the version of that genre that works for me, and then from there, like once I started liking like walking simulators, now I can play a lot of walking simulators that I formerly like wouldn't have understood, because I have like, I know sort of like what a good walking simulator is, and so I can sort of map things onto that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess this one, yeah, it sort of feels like I get it. Like after the first like sort of series of whistles and stuff, it sort of feels like, okay, I get what's happening, and now I assume like something similar of a pattern will happen for each whistle. But I'm not like excited enough for like getting the next whistle. Doesn't mean anything. It just means like different colored animals will follow me, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like at some point there'd have to be like a crack in the meadow opens, and you go in there and it's a very different art style, and all of a sudden like you do need to bring in like 10 animals because they help you get through the area or something, and it'd almost be like a different dungeon, but it would be like unexpected, where it's sort of like it breaks the art style and it makes you feel like, okay, something else is going on, like there's a deeper story here, like, oh, can I trust Jane or not, like something or not, like not exactly that, but anything that sort of just starts to deliver like a message about that if there's a world like this and there's animals like this, then there are also like,
yeah, like none of the
the
characters
opposite.
have like very deep stories or anything. Like Jane's
Yeah.
not like doing this for her family. She's just kind of here. Like,
Yeah. yeah. Yeah, if you had to like describe Jane, it's just like, well, she just really likes seeing and knowing about different animals, I guess. Like to preserve them. It's like, well, they're not under threat of anything, so like none of them are about to be extinct, and it's like so they can be like helped or whatever. Like, well, none of them ever, like nothing ever bad ever happens, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
and
like
so
they-
Jane, it's like Jane goes, it's like, does Jane have like a broken leg and she can't do her research and it's important? No, Jane's perfectly fine. She just doesn't feel like doing it herself. So good thing you showed up. And like you have a bird for some reason.
you have a bird.
Because literally at the beginning, it's just, we just like fly in and it's like, oh, I hope they accept us. And they're like, oh, you have a bird? Okay, go do all these things that like you can do faster than me. I'll pay you in like wool, but you could just sit here collecting wool and then get free clothes. But go do these things in the meantime to keep yourself occupied. And also the like the fact that the clouds sync to reveal new areas. I'm not actually sure. Like nothing I did causes that. It's just like go look at this animal and go talk to this guy, and then that one part where it's like, okay, sit on the perch until the clouds fall down, and it's like, what was like? Could I have just sat here and waited for all the clouds to fall down? Like, why are they falling down like only after I do seemingly not related things?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of like a puzzle or something. Like if there was meadows where, oh, I could put both sheep on a. I feel like the meadows got bigger now that I can put 2 sheep on them. I thought I could put
Yeah, I'm
like
finding
one
ones
sheep.
that are still big and small. Like,
But I thought I could like drop off a sheep and then take the other one and
yeah, I
go
think you have to drop it.
all at once.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no parallel sheep. Sheep cannot be used in parallel. It's funny how like when you're flying around, like part of it is like you can pull off these like little tricks by flying through the different areas to like go faster. So that's a weird, it's sort of like, it's like enjoy flying and appreciating the areas, but also try to go as fast as you can to like just speed this thing up. It's like, am I supposed to just enjoy or am I trying to like speed up this game?
I like the nighttime ambience in this game.
Yeah, a lot of that is done like unnoticeably well almost. Like the change in lighting and stuff is flawless enough that I almost don't even notice that it's that like a lot of work went into it. It's like crossed the line where it just seems natural. Have you seen those little cracks though that do show like sort of stars behind them and they glimmer? I found a second one, but I can't interact with it. But it's funny because that is like the exact thing that I would want, is like this cool glowing like crack that seems to be revealing like a different dimension, but there's like no way to interact with it. So it's kind of like, oh, that's what I would like to see, but it seemingly is not. It's just like there for, or like whatever. The last one I saw, I never read the story, so I don't get to know like what they're about. It is funny too that like when you discover a new animal, they ask you like what kind of, to identify what kind of animal it is, but they tell you if you're wrong. So it's like, okay, you already know what kind of animal it is and you're just testing if I can identify it. And then when it gives you like a whistle and it's like, here's the whistle that someone made and stored in their box with for a named animal, but like you need to go figure out what that animal is. It's like, you know, like you made a whistle for it, like you know what animal it is. Just tell me, just give me like the creature manifest, and then if there's some kind of problem you need me to solve, then go ahead. But like, why do I have to do all this work of like cataloging every animal that they already sort of know about?
Oh.
Yeah, I think though, like sometimes it would be really, like if I made a game, I would probably make a game like this if I was better at making games. Like this would be like a super challenging game to make because of the art style and everything, and the creativity of the variation of animals. But I would like to be able to make a game like this, but then I also feel like when I play a game like this, I don't really understand them. So then I wonder like, why do I feel like if I made a game like this, it would be cool, but I also can't really understand when I play games like this.
Yeah.
So then I'm sort of lost in terms of like,
Need more of them.
yeah, like how do I need to design a game to make it like this, but also interesting for my kind of player.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always disappointed now when I get the baubles, because like it's like I don't want to be able to hold more creatures. I want to unlock things.
You want more whistles for more creatures?
Yeah, it's like anything but the baubles, because like I don't care how many creatures can follow me. I just want to like unlock stuff.
For me, there's no difference. Like, I don't know why I would want more creatures or to know about more creatures. So I'm not sure.
Just
Like,
don't even know why you're playing
it's
the whole
like
game.
either I'm disappointed with either one. I just need someone to like give me some larger objective that I'm working towards.
Mhm.
It says perch to pair up together. I wonder what that means. Wonder if it like syncs the game or something.
I'm perched on something here.
Pair with that.
Max is like joining. Whoa, what? Well, I can like be your guide.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, you like ask them to follow you or something?
Yeah, I don't know how to get off the perch though now.
I guess play on B.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonder if each family has like an emperor version of the family.
Yeah. I haven't found any others yet, but it'd be
Because the
interesting.
way like the emperor is to the right of the cosmets, and it has like a special circle design.
Oh.
I'm trying to like get close to these rustics so I can like sneak up on them and whistle to them. And I have like 8 glowing animals like in a sheep like following me that are just like blowing it. Like they just like this huge like crowd of posse that like just completely freaks them out and they just like fly away. They keep giving wool as a reward. Like it's like really big on wool. I guess people like
It's 'cause
collecting outfits and clothes. So yeah, that's like the big reward is like get clothes. The environment that I like the most is the woods that has like the golden shrubbery on the ground and like the trees that are orange and green. And when you fly through it, it goes like close up behind your character and you sort of like weaving between the trees and that's like a nice density of assets.
Yeah.
Somehow I have flock 17 of 16.
Yeah, what's that?
For a second, I had like 17 of 16 animals, but now I have it back to 16. Now I don't have any objectives though.
If you look at the map, you might have a blue marker or something.
Just the numbers like 1 to 8. I guess there's some landmarks have whistles beside them, which maybe I collected those ones or not. What's your marker currently?
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess I can see. Oh yeah, maybe I can see like undiscovered meadows that are just like images on the map.
Yeah, they seem to be like appearing now.
I can see like one dome that looks like a meadow that is just like an art asset on the map. Maybe if I go close to it. Yeah, like what are you doing now?
I'm also at like an undiscovered meadow.
Yeah, I just got to the undiscovered meadow. It's like the grass regrows actually on some meadows.
Yeah, and then I think you can shear your sheep faster the more grass they eat. There's also supposed to be like this glowing goo stuff around, and I think I need to discover like one more spot. It's like residue samples. It's like whenever you're near them, they make like a sparkly noise. Uh,
What makes a sparkling noise?
so like actually, if you come like where I am over here, you should be able to see me. There's like a cosmic like ink splatter,
Yeah.
and it sparkles and makes noise. I think we need to find like one more of those somewhere.
But how do you I've seen a couple like a few of them, but there's no way to interact so far.
If you do like left trigger and look at them, it'll scan them.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh?
I guess that's like kind of the like similar to like a point and click adventure where you have to like try every item with everything. This game is like part of the puzzle mystery is like that you have a scanner and you can use the scanner on those shimmering things as like a way to figure them out. But it's like not really the puzzle is not like telegraphed in a way that I would understand. Yeah, now it's a bit more interesting where like I can leave my sheep to graze. I get the wool. I'm scanning the goo. Now there's like a mystery unfolding.
Hey.
It reminds me of like the witness forest actually when I go through these orange like tree areas.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah, I found those shimmering things, and now it told me to go here and like find a mysterious rustic.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too. You have to like zoom in on the purple dots now. They're like floating.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, now it's kind of like the more we explore the world, the more density we find. And that's kind of cool. Like it sort of feels like it's doing that, but it didn't feel like it feels sort of like they're just adding in new like things to find, and it wasn't
Ooh.
like it sort of would be cool if it was set up where the whole world is this mysterious thing, but it starts to make sense over time. But instead, it
Yeah.
just feels like they're just adding in more things that weren't there before or something. Yeah, I saw the rustic show up
Hey.
when you had. Seems like it's showing up for me too.
Hey.
It's making us follow this rustic like so long.
Yeah, it was like I didn't like that either.
And we still don't know why. It's like, other than just like a cool thing, why would I want to follow this thing?
Just to unlock more stuff.
But it doesn't even, like, all I've gotten so far is wool.
Well, we unlocked areas and gotten unlocked clothing and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it does seem like, so that was like the equivalent of the Emperor Cosmet. Now we have the Cryptid Rustic. I guess we have to find like the secret, master of each animal species.
Yeah.
I was in this field and there was these little nubby like posts and I clicked A on one and my guy started circling it and it was playing like a music note and there was like five others. Yeah. And it seems like there's a pattern, right? Like that if you did it in the right pattern.
I
but
think
it's kind
probably,
of
but I didn't put it once, yeah.
It's too.
Yeah, once you unlocked it, areas, so you could probably end for today. But
Yeah, I'm ready to end.
If you
I got the rustic.
Okay. Yeah, well, if you show it to Jane, then you can like perch and it'll unlock like the new area. But it's up to you if you want to do that now or next time, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fine doing it next time. Okay. I don't know, actually, if you leave... Oh, yeah, because you're hosting, yeah. So you could leave anytime, and then we'll just end.
Okay. Yeah, it says saved less than a minute ago, so...
I wonder if... so I guess you have the save, but I assume my character stores the data. I bet if I did, like, a solo game, it would, like, pick up wherever progress I had made with this character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was pretty interesting, like unique game though. Yeah, you said it's like Mascot Agency. Yeah. So yeah, whenever I play Mascot Agency, I'll be interested to compare the two.
Yeah, it's a little bit similar in the fetch quests and like movement style and stuff like that, I'd say, like after a certain point. Okay. Yeah, that was fun this time. I'm enjoying like looking at like indie games and stuff like that, so it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always interested with seeing that kind of stuff to get ideas for like making games. I find that to be like my ultimate goal is like just be inspired and make games. But then as well, I find a special thing is like when I make something, whether it's a game or whatever, it's so much better if there's like an audience for it. And that's why I've been so rewarded with like the min-max stuff. Like whenever I make something for min-max, it's kind of like guaranteed someone will look at it. And that's the moment, like when some other people look at it, and they sort of say what they think, that's when it really cashes in like the value of making the thing. But then after those things, I always feel like now I want to make like another game or something. But if I just make a game for myself on my own, it's hard to get it in front of any audience or have any sort of like big payoff, I guess, unless you like place like in a game jam, where people will check it out because it's part of a jam. So
I guess like marketing with video games, I guess, is difficult, but I guess it's also like what intention do you want to sell the game for? Because like I feel like if it's like an indie game that you're developing and like you kind of only want people that would like relate to the story to like find it and play it or something, then like you would market it differently than if it was like a game where it's like Tetris and like you just want as many people to see it as possible so that like everybody would enjoy Tetris so like everybody can buy it type of thing. Like I guess it depends on like
because I always want it to be like something that's meaningful to me, but then also find approximately like 5 other people that it would be like meaningful to them to feel like I get that boost to basically like be validated. It's like, okay, I communicated something useful and then I have energy to like do another project. With min-max, it's kind of one and the same because it's sort of like I'm enough like into min-max content that just the content that they make is meaningful to me. So if I just sort of like reflect what their content means to me, then it's like other people at MinMax will also have that similar, attachment to the content. So it's like a good community. But if there's like niche things that I appreciate, but I don't have like communities or groups for those things, then it's hard to make something and then communicate to anyone like why they should be interested.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like you don't even get to see them play it. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what's crazy
Yeah,
about
it's
MinMax
interesting
is
to
they play it
see.
on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to see like people and like businesses that have like created uh like a really successful like happy community around themselves online. Like it
Mm.
seems that there's like kind of pockets, I guess like yeah, all different pockets of like communities, but the ones that like just have like a good supportive community that is like pro education and like pro like progress. I don't know like how to word it, but like yeah, like it
Yeah.
seems like it seems like difficult to do because there's not like too many communities like that. But like when you
Mm.
find one, like it's like whoa, I found one. Like I found another good community where
Right.
like everybody's like trying to be as positive as
Mm.
possible and like yeah.
That's a good point actually. Like if I make a game not attached to any jam or whatever, I guess I could post it in different communities that I'm aware of, like different game jam communities or whatever, saying just like that I made this thing, and then maybe like one person from each community would happen to check it out and contact me about it, and that would be a good way to just like show it to different communities of game developers or even when Minhacks, the game jam is not going on, the Discord channel becomes like a general programming channel, and so people like post just games they happen to be working on. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point. Is yeah, like kind of my version of marketing would just be like showing it to different like friends and communities and hoping that like enough people, like maybe one person per community, like checks it out and likes it. Then I get enough like feedback to feel like it made a difference or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like if like one or two people like end up liking that content or something, then that does improve like that content's flow in the algorithm. So like it would
Right.
be like whatever it is would get like exposed to more people because it has like people liking it or just people watching it in the first place.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, at the moment I'm trying to piece together like I had this loose idea of putting a demo on Steam. Maybe I'll just make something on itch or make I had an idea I'd like sort of build a game enough that I could make a trailer for the game. And then just have like a sort of a game trailer because that's sort of fun is like you get the music, the visuals, but you don't have to build the full game. You just have to build it enough to convince like people watching the trailer that it's a real game, and then they get like the
You
whole
could
vibe of the
always
world. Yeah.
Yeah, you could always like develop a game that is like intended to have like a walking simulator style intro as like and like that would be the trailer.
Yeah.
Like it could be like a narrated walk where like you're walking up to the gates of like where the actual game is going to take place and then the whole trailer is just like the character talking about their backstory as they're walking through a forest or something like
Hmm.
to these gates. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of is similar to my idea of making I was calling it like the split screen jam or whatever where like the product that you make at the end of the game jam is a trailer for a game, and then like that would be cool because then you just watch like everyone who submits to the game jam would submit like a trailer only, and then you just watch like a bunch of game trailers and sort of get excited for like, well, these games would be cool, and then like no one would actually make the game unless they wanted to after, but it would be just fun to like see the excitement, like the trailers would hype you up for that world or whatever, and then you'd sort of like start imagining what it could be, but not actually, there's no burden to actually make the game.
Mhm. When is the next game jam for MinMax?
It would be about a year for now. Then probably the next thing that will happen is maybe around May or something, or May or October. There might be like a Doc Lightning where everybody makes a 3-minute documentary, and then I would imagine probably next, uh, like 2026 November ish would be like the game jam. It varies, but it was last November was the previous one.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's too
I've
bad
always
though.
thought about trying to submit to something like that, like or just like any
Hmm.
game jam, like to like
Yeah, I would
ever so
be I
simple.
would be interested in like helping you, like sort of supporting how I can. Like it's fun when it if it's totally your idea and you get to create it, that's what's fun. But I would want to help like technically or help scope because that's an important thing is like scoping the project so it can actually be completed and
Yeah.
be like, like polished enough that it stays like there's no bugs that like break it or because you eventually have to like ship the game to either a browser or like some way that another person can play it and that technical
Yeah.
step of like the final shipping is can be like a technical hurdle that's at the end of the project when you don't have a lot of energy. It's hard to like get it just kind of in a stable state. But that's where I could sort of help out a bit if you end up putting something together.
Yeah, I probably will at some point. Like I have built games, but it's been like in like the worst like editors possible. But so like
Yeah, as long
I want to
as
make
yeah.
one, yeah, that's like actual code. Like
Yeah, I guess
yeah,
there's not no barrier. Like even if you make just like a
yeah. Like I know I
text,
can do
yeah,
it. Like
yeah, any sort of
it's just like
one, yeah,
yeah, it's just like taking time and stuff to do that. Because like I yeah, it takes a lot of thought. I think to want to start. Mhm.
yeah. My strategy that I really like is like just strip every like just make it like so much smaller than you ever imagined. Like make like a 1 minute game, and 1 minute or less, and just do like one mechanic, one thing, one background, and that's what I like. Is then it's like because then it becomes like oh I could make this like in a weekend, or and then like then I'm left like it's like oh this is kind of cool. I'll add one more thing, and then just like and now polish and ship, and then like it takes them like 2 minutes to play it, and they're like that's cool, and then they move on, and that's fun because it's like it didn't take that much. It wasn't like a huge burden. It was fairly lightweight lift. It was a cool idea, and then it sort of like leaves room for like oh yeah you could tack on other stuff, but uh, just keeping the code like sane and stuff. It's nice if it's like very small, very simple, like
Yeah.
way simpler than. But I always yeah that's the struggle is like it's so easy to imagine like one more thing or more complex, but then in reality it's like you know they're like they have no idea. Like you just if you come up with like one idea, one cool thing, that's enough because then like that idea is like new to whoever plays it and uh yeah. And actually it's super fascinating to me like I was because the minmax like hosts because they play games constantly and they review them. It's crazy how like when I was watching them play my game, it was like they didn't have problems with the controls or understanding what the story was or what it was going for. Like they just sort of like, and they even knew like in the end like that there's no like they weren't like searching around the room for anything. They just like enjoyed the music, went up to the stage and like stood there, and that's exactly what I would want a player to do. But
Yeah.
it was kind of impressive to me that it was like I can't believe how just with the little like I said, I said the words like hip hop experience. And so they sort of knew to expect like a song almost, and they didn't have that moment of like, oh, I guess, the thing I'm supposed to do is listen to the song. They just like
Yeah.
naturally like all five of them just like, oh yeah, like start bobbing, like start listening to the song. That's what it is. Like they just kind of
Yeah.
they just like adapt, like they sort of pick up and read the anything you drop down like a hint about like this is a character on stage singing. They just immediately know
Right.
that and take it for granted, and then they're like in that world. And that's kind of like to me that sort of demonstrates like the amount of skill they've built up just like being shown a completely new game and just kind of like understanding what's happening by getting story in any sort of way like visually or texturally or
Yeah.
whatever.
Like
Yeah.
out of like very few cues. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because then it's sort of to me it's like it makes me feel more safe because then it's like if my game is not like like a lot of players will go into a game and not know what to do or they'll stumble with the controls,
Yeah.
but then if you give it to
Yeah.
min max it's like they're not going to have that trouble. Like if you give them anything that they need they'll just like take it and be fine with it, and
Yeah. I
that's
guess
kind of
that's like
pretty nice.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that could be like an issue for some people that want to develop games is like if they're a gamer and like they want to develop like kind of like yeah, like they want to develop a game but they don't have anybody around to like play test it that has like gaming experience, then like it would be pretty difficult because like you'd have to explain like the base movement controls and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
and yeah, like sometimes like people that don't play video games very much, like whenever I've seen people play like their first video game or like something or like a new genre of video game or something, sometimes they get like really confused and they're like, I don't even know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I feel like having access to have like somebody, yeah, like with experience, like playtest your game would go like way farther than like somebody that's not used to it
Yeah.
in terms of yeah, like development feedback and stuff like that, or just like playability of the game in general. If you wanted to sell it to like a general gaming audience.
Yeah, that's something that's is interesting to me is like if I ever wanted to make a game that mattered to people beyond min max, I have no idea. Like you basically have to just resort back to like there's like four, like the four most general like, relationships, like love, death, like the four things that like every human has in common. Like it's like
Yeah.
can you make a game not about one of those four things if you're trying to make it, because you have to like it's like you either identify a niche, learn about that niche and like make a game for that niche, or you just have to make it like there has to be a love interest. That's it. Like it's like there's no other
Yeah.
common thing that people have.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about like games that would try to target a niche that like nobody can relate to. Like trying to develop
Right.
a game on purpose that is like least relatable game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what would it even be? Like there's no way. Like it's just hard to grasp because like everything whenever I try to think of a thing, it's like no,
Mm.
that's the thing.
Well,
That's the
the
thing that I can
impressive thing would be like
relate.
if, like if a million people play the game and it gets like wide press coverage, but it is perfectly designed to be unrelatable, then that would be impressive because then it like people would not it's like nobody would understand why they're playing it. Everyone would be confused about they're like, I guess everyone else is getting something from this, but not me, but it's kind of fun. You'd have to hit like exactly like that moment where everyone just sort of it like
Yeah.
triggers gamer instincts en masse, but
I
no
wonder like
gamer understands like why.
yeah, it'd be so funny to like take a game like that to like a gaming expo and just run an experiment where like you have a bunch of people, like you have a bunch of actors like pretend to play this game that like visually is confusing and makes no sense, but then like they stand near the game afterwards in a circle and say like, "Wow, that's the best game here. Like that's the best game I've ever played." And then like just see if other people that play the game, like if they say like, "Wow, that game's really good," even though like it's developed to not be a game. Like I wonder, like,
That kind of seems like that's kind of what
and then
Blueprints
like
was
see
for
how many
me.
people wishlist it. Yeah.
Like because in Blueprints, like Blueprints got so much awards and critical acclaim, and people were just like playing it and being like puzzles, puzzles, like see all the puzzles, and then I play Blueprints, and it's like where like like most people that played it were like I don't actually get where the puzzles are, but everyone says there's puzzles, so I guess I'm seeing puzzles. Like they like everyone was like I must be seeing puzzles, like I can't register them, like everyone else is talking about puzzles.
That's funny. Yeah, that'd be like an interesting experiment.
Mm. But yeah, I guess if you could reduce that down to like a single like room, like just one obscure puzzle, one room, make it in Blender with just cubes, and then just have
I
like
have
a
a like,
have a narrator or whatever, and just like make it as cheaply as possible,
like I
just
have
so that yeah.
yeah yeah
Uh-huh.
yeah I have an idea for like a text based, I guess like text 2D art
Mm.
based game, so it would be like even simpler, but
How would you do the art yourself, or someone get it from someone?
maybe yeah, I don't know if I would like hire somebody or
Well, I
not,
guess
but
if you
have
do the
to
min max jam, you can like just put your name in sort of like a hat and say what your role is and what you're looking for, and then min hacks jam will like pair up teams. It's like an optional thing. So you could say like you're gonna make a text based game, you need an artist, and then someone else would say they're an artist, and then they might get paired with you, and that would be a fun way to like just kind of have an artist collaborate.
yeah, I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's scary. It's a scary commitment because you never really know. Like it's a 1 month thing. You don't know how much the other person sort of wants to make something, or or they don't.
Yeah,
and
or
then,
like how,
yeah,
or yeah, like how emotionally invested they are in it and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. Or if they're not, like if you want to make something and then they drop out, kind of, or busy, it's hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll whenever I hear about the next one happening, I'll let you know, and you can maybe have some time to decide before it like starts up or whatever. It's fun to attend.
Okay.
Like there's a they'll do like the release meeting. You'll see the themes. You can join the Discord channel and see like other people start chatting. That can be
Okay.
like motivating sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be pretty motivating. So yeah, I might try joining the Discord.
Yeah.
We'll see. That was
Yeah.
fun today, though.
Yeah. It was pretty fun. Yeah. All right.
I think I'm free next week, so yeah, we can message
Yeah. It
and
should be
figure it
too.
out.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. All
All
right,
right.
bye.
Bye.